What's up guys, Daniel here. I'm going to show you how to play We Were Cowboys by Kameron Marlowe. It's in drop C-sharp tuning, so tune your guitar half step down and make sure the E string matches the D string. And just so you know, I'm going to be referring to the strings by their standard tuning names. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the intro, but this is how you're going to play a majority of the song. Sounds like this. We only need to use 3 chord shapes for this entire progression. So the first one we're going to have 5th fret A, 4th fret D. Second one is going to be 4th fret A, 4th fret D. And then we have 2nd fret A, open D. You're going to leave the E string open the entire time. Starting with that first chord shape, put your middle finger on the 5th fret of the A string, index on the 4th fret D. We're going to plug E, A, E, D. And then we're going to go E, A, E, A. But when you get to that A, we're going to slide down to the 4th fret. So all together. Now from here, we're going to set ourselves up with the 4th fret A and 4th fret D. I like to use my ring finger this time. And we're going to do the same picking pattern. E, A, E, D. And then E, A, E, A. And this time, when we get to A, we're going to slide down from the 4th fret to the 2nd fret. So those two parts together, a little bit slower. Now when we get to this last chord shape, we're going to continue the same picking pattern, but we're not going to do any more slides. So you're going to plug E, A, E, D, E, A, E, A. But we're going to play this one twice. Now I'm going to play the whole progression a few times, a little bit slower so you can practice. And now regular speed. Now there is a second guitar that's playing essentially the same picking pattern, but the last chord shape changes to open E, 2nd fret A, 4th fret D. So the second guitar has the 4th fret of the D string fretted the entire time. Sounds like this. That's the only difference between the two. You can play either of those progressions throughout the entire song and it'll still sound good. And like I mentioned before, this is the progression that you're going to use in the verse and the chorus for a majority of the song. So the verse is going to sound like this. Daddy watched John Wayne on a corduroy couch, didn't know Texas from a hole in the ground, but he wrote me. That's where it all began. The stick was a rifle, the bullet was a rock. Good guys won and the bad guys lost. We climbed them trees. We were wild and free. The next part I'm going to show you is the hook. It's the part that plays right after the verse but before the chorus. Sounds like this. Me and my buddies, we ran that town. So now the first chord shape we're going to use is just the 2nd fret of the low E string. I like to use my ring finger because we're going to do a slide up to the 4th fret and then the 5th fret after this. We're going to pluck this one, E, D, E, G, and then E, D, E. Now after this we're going to pluck E, D, E, G again, but now we're going to do the slide. So after you hit that G string, we're going to plug the 2nd fret E again and slide up to the 4th fret. And from here, we're going to plug D, E, G, and then we're going to do one more slide. You're going to plug from the 4th fret of the low E string and move to the 5th, and then plug D, E, G, and then E, D, E. So let's play from that first slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret of the E string. Now after that last note, what you want to do is set your ring finger up on the 5th fret of the A string, and then your index finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. This is a variation of a G chord since we're in a different tuning, and you're just going to do a single down strum. So again from that first slide. And now all together a little bit slower. And now regular speed. Me and my buddies, we were in that town. And that's how you're going to play the hook. This is also played at the end of the chorus. So the chorus is going to sound like this. We were cowboys, running wild like horses that couldn't be tamed. We were cowboys, didn't know nothing but we knew everything. Never made it, never got a buckle, but man, we were something. So like I said, we're going to play the first 2 lines exactly the same way we did as the intro and verse, and then the last line is played just like we did the hook. Now the last part I want to show you is the bridge. It's played essentially the same way as the intro, but we're not going to do the 4th fret of the D string. We're just going to keep it open the entire time. So it's going to sound like this. So again, that only change is just leaving the D string open. So we're still starting on the 5th fret A. You're going to go E, A, E, D, and then E, A, E, A. Slide down to the 4th fret. Now we're going to do the same thing. E, A, E, D, E, A, E, A. Slide down. We're going to play this last chord the same way we did before because there were no slides involved. So all together. Now you're going to play this one more time, but you're not going to play the last chord all the way through. You're going to cut it about halfway. So that part will sound like this. And then that's it. So when you get to that 2nd fret A string, we're just going to plug E, A, E, D, E, A, E, D, and let that last D note ring out. So now the bridge all together, a little bit slower. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is in the description. You can also leave a request for a song you would like to learn in the comments below. Just please put #request. Makes it easier for me to find when I'm searching my comments later. I want to give a special shout out to Omar Yunus. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and requesting this song. I had a lot of fun learning it. I also want to give a shout out to Brock Stefaniak. Thank you for becoming my 3rd channel member in like 2 weeks. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you guys are supporting my channel. Thank you for doing that. It means a lot to me. And that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.